Today's topic, how to make guys want you. Yes, today I want to show you how you can make men want you. Today I want to show you how you can make men so obsessed with you and so devoted to you that they want to commit to you. And if you want to do that, or if you want to know how to do that, you have to be willing to make him feel welcome whenever you meet. What does it mean to make a man feel welcome? I mean, you don't have to stand there with a big sign going, "Welcome, woo, I'm excited to see you." That's of course not what it means. But what it means is to take care of the simple things and to focus on these simple things. For example, if you meet him at a dating venue, instead of just walking up to him and saying, "Hey, how are you?" Instead of doing that, you give him a tight hug. You welcome him with a friendly smile. And you hold direct eye contact. And while you hold direct eye contact, you smile at him. And you communicate with your smile that you are happy to see him. And maybe you even stare at him a little bit like a love-drunk teenager. If you are already in love with him, then show him. Let him know that you are happy to see him. Let him know that you are happy in his presence. When a man has the feeling that a woman is truly happy and fulfilled when she's with him, then he will be more interested in you and he will want you more. Because nothing makes a man happier than making the woman that he has a genuine interest in feel good. And when he sees that you feel good when you are with him, this will make him want you more. And then try to lift him up whenever he feels down. And that's something that my girlfriend is very, very good at. I mean, really good at. Sometimes, because I'm really busy with different kind of businesses that I have, I get stressed, I get a little bit overwhelmed. And my girlfriend is so incredibly good at lifting me up again, at believing in me, at showing me that she believes in me, at maybe even sometimes cracking a joke and making me laugh, even though I don't think the situation right now is so funny. This is what he needs, and this is what makes him want you more. And this is something that also a lot of the women who I coach in Skype coaching sessions underestimate. You always have to remember that one of the biggest things you can do for a man is to believe in him. Every man has this fantasy of embarking on his hero's journey and of being the hero of his own life. And then also at the same time on this journey, having a woman by his side who supports him, who's there for him, and who encourages him. And of course, you also want him to do that with you. There's no question about it. This should always be a two-way street. But the more you support him and the more you show him that you believe in him, the more he will want you. And as a result of that, the more he'll also do the same for you. And then open up to him so that he can finally open up to you. One of the most popular complaints that I receive from my Skype coaching clients, especially whenever I coach a woman who's already in a relationship, but who books a Skype coaching session with me because she wants to improve her relationship. And if that's something that you also want to do, then you can click on the second link in the description or go directly to gethimkeephim.com/Skype, and there you can find out more about Skype coaching with me. So in this situation, whenever I coach a woman who tells me, my boyfriend is not emotionally available, he never opens up to me, I don't really know if I can trust him, I always ask my coaching client, have you ever tried to really open up to him and to create an environment that also allows him to open up to you? And more often than not, the answer is, no, I didn't do that because I wanted him to make the first move. But you always have to remember that men are conditioned from a young age to believe that showing their emotions is wrong, that boys don't cry, and all this conditioning. And that's why in this case, even though when it comes to asking you out, you want him to make the first move, in this case, when it comes to open up emotionally, it's a wise decision to make the first move, that you make the first move, because then he will feel safe, and then he will have the feeling that you get him, that you are the one woman who finally gets him, who understands him, and who allows him to be the emotional man that he truly is. And this can make him want you so much more. And then give him the feeling that you truly care about what he says. Every human being on this planet wants to be heard. And this one simple technique can help you to make guys want you. If you're on a date with a guy and he tells you about his dreams, about his goals, about maybe even just his hobbies, and you don't just say, interesting, but you actively listen, which means you absorb the information and you then also ask him questions. You dig a little bit deeper. You ask him why he likes to do these hobbies. You ask him why he has these goals. You ask him why he wants to achieve what he wants to achieve. This can make men want you so much more. And at the same time, when you then have the feeling, now that you're talking to him on a date, you have the feeling that, hey, this guy is actually quite amazing. This guy is awesome. He's a really cool guy. I want to get to know him. I want to find out more. And maybe you even say to yourself, he mentioned some qualities that I appreciate in a boyfriend. I want this man to be my boyfriend. Then let him know what qualities you appreciate in him. Let him know what an amazing man he is. I mean, of course, if you are on a date with a complete loser who just eats potato chips, drinks beer, and watches TV, then you might not be able to give him a genuine compliment. And then you might want to say, next, I don't want this guy. But if you're on a date with a guy who's accomplished, a guy who wants to achieve something, a guy who has a great personality, then let him know what an amazing man he is. Yes, men also love it when they receive compliments, believe it or not. And these compliments can be physical or they can be emotional. Physical compliments are, for example, when you compliment his appearance, you tell him that you really like his jacket, or that he looks handsome, that you like his haircut, that you like his muscles. And emotional compliments are based on specific qualities, often related to his emotional state, that you consider very attractive. And in my experience, emotional compliments are way more powerful for men than physical compliments. I mean, you've probably also heard a lot of guys tell you you're beautiful, and I'm sure you are extremely beautiful. But what if a guy tells you, hey, the fact that you're so honest makes me trust you. You're the most trustworthy woman I've ever met. Whoa, now that's a compliment. And the same is true for him. If you compliment certain qualities that he has, maybe he's trustworthy. Maybe you compliment him for opening up. Maybe you compliment him for having integrity, whatever it might be. These compliments can make a man addicted to you. And speaking of making a man addicted to you, you can use the devotion sequence to make him devoted to you. And devotion is an emotion that's even more powerful than love. And yes, you can create this feeling in him. And if you want to know how to create this feeling in him, then you can click on the first link in the description and find out more about the devotion sequence. But one word of warning, when it comes to the devotion sequence, you have to be careful. Don't use this sequence on men you are not interested in the long term, because he might get so devoted to you that he already sees you as his girlfriend. And if you then click on the first link in the description, or you go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted, and you then start watching this video, don't just quit after a couple of minutes. I invite you to watch this video till the very end, because this video has the power to change your dating life. And then make a guy want you with your feminine energy. And femininity is not just about dressing up, it's not just about makeup and doing your hair. It's about the way you walk, the way you talk. It's about projecting your confident feminine energy. And when you truly feel like a beautiful woman and you walk up to a man and you go on a date with a man, knowing and feeling that you are this beautiful woman, then he will want you more and more and more. And if you don't feel this confidence yet, then you can work with me in a Skype coaching session and we can boost your confidence and we can make sure that you have this competitive advantage over all the other women who don't use their feminine energy. And if you want to work with me, you can go to gethimkeephim.com/Skype, or you can click on the second link in the description. And share your memories and future plans with him. Make him excited about what you can experience in the future, and at the same time, talk about memories from the past that allow him to find out what kind of woman you are, what kind of human being you are. If you, for example, tell him that you've traveled to a certain country, or if you, for example, share memories that you had with your best friends, this can also create positive emotions in him in the same way as you can create positive emotions in him that then make him want you more by sharing your goals for the future, especially if his goals and your goals are in alignment. And then love yourself as much as you love men. Okay, maybe I should say it a little bit differently. You should of course love yourself the most, but at the same time, you also have to love men if you want to attract a man who also loves you. In the same way as you can sense it when a man hates women, men can sense it, at least men who are ready to give love and to love, they sense it when a woman hates men. And I don't say that you hate men. That's not what I say at all. It's just that a lot of my Skype coaching clients, especially the ones who work with me in Skype coaching sessions after a rough breakup or after escaping a relationship with a narcissistic ex-boyfriend, they are often a little bit, and understandably, reluctant to love men and to be open to the idea that men are lovable because of their past experiences, which again is totally understandable. The big problem is when you stay trapped in this negative mindset and in these negative emotions, you will only attract the equivalent again, because you attract who you are and what you truly feel. A man who's ready to love and who's ready to give love and willing to love you and who wants to love you won't fall in love with you when he senses this negative energy. But when you love yourself and you love your life and you also love men, then the men who are willing to love you, who are ready to love you, and who are able to love will be drawn to you, especially when you're also playful and even a bit childish when you are with him. And in the same way, you can encourage him to be playful. The happiest couples, at least in my experience, are the ones who act like love-drunk teenagers. And if you want to have this incredible experience with him that makes both of you feel like love-drunk teenagers, no matter how old you are, then you can also suggest venues you can visit together. And that's like suggesting a second or third date without actively asking for it. And when you suggest a venue that you can visit together, he will realize that you want to see him again. And that's beautiful because he also wants to see you again. And then on the next date that you have with this man, you can make him want you even more. You can make him devoted to you by using the devotion sequence. And if you want to find out more about the devotion sequence, you can click on the first link in the description or go to gethimkeephim.com/devoted and watch this video till the very end. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell, so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.